Well, today I'll be reviewing the new album from Sevendust, Truth Killer, and this is the follow-up to their album Blood and Stone, which came out back in 2020, which I did review on the channel. But yeah, this is an album that I did pre-order. I pre-ordered a signed CD, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting that in the mail. Gotta support your artists. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the album. The album opens up with I Might Let the Devil Win, opening things off on a more melodic or softer note. You also get introduced to the electronic elements that you'll hear in this album. Now, don't let that scare you, because when it comes to the electronics that they use in this album, it's not overbearing or overused or anything like that. I think it's actually used fairly well throughout the whole album, actually. But it's definitely the most prominent in this song, probably, because for the first 2 minutes and 55 seconds or so, you get this electronic beat along with Lejean's calm melodic vocals, and eventually you get some heavy guitar around close to the 3-minute mark or so. And overall, fairly interesting song on the album. Also an interesting way to open up the album too. But next we're moving to the title track, Truth Killer, track number 2. And something I really like about this song is the beefiness and the heaviness of the riffs in this song, such as the riffs in the verses. But yeah, this song, I'd say, kind of like with Fence, kind of a banger. And I also dig Morgan's screams in this song especially. This song shows that Morgan and Lejean continue to have great chemistry vocally together. But the next song on here is Won't Stop the Bleeding, and this is on one of the more melodic songs on the album, I'd say. I'd say a melodic hard rock song on here, and probably one of my favorites on here, to be honest. I really like Lejean's vocals in this song, especially, such as in the chorus, which might be one of my favorite choruses on the album. I'd maybe say this song kind of, or at least for me, kind of feels like a mix between Seasons and kind of what they've been doing ever since Cold Day Memory. But yeah, Won't Stop the Bleeding, probably one of my favorites on the album. But next we're moving to the second single, which was Everything. And honestly, of the singles, this one's probably my least favorite. With that said, I'd still say it's a decent / good song, but of the singles, this one's the one that I'll probably see myself returning to the least. My feelings on this song haven't really changed all that much all this time later. I feel like it's kind of standard Sevendust, which isn't a terrible thing, but at the same time, I feel like this song didn't really do a whole lot to really stand out to me within the singles, and also still within the album. But still, overall, a good song, but probably not one of my favorites on here. But not bad though. But then we're moving to the next song, No Revolution, and riff-wise, probably one of my favorites on here, especially the riffs and the verses. I mean, definitely instantly caught my ear during my first listen especially. But also, you also have a fairly simple, catchy chorus too. On top of that, I wouldn't be surprised if this song grows to be maybe one of my favorite songs on the album. But yeah, No Revolution, another fairly solid song on the album. Then we have the next song, Sick Mouth, and this is another song for me that musically maybe one of my favorites on here. You can maybe copy and paste what I said about No Revolution with this song, Sick Mouth. Riff-wise, I really like what they're doing with this song, and also, again, solid chorus. But next we're moving to another single off the album, Holy Water. Now, this song and Fence kind of go back and forth as my favorite of the singles, but this is a song that I hope does well radio-wise. I'm not sure how it's doing right now. If you know, let me know how it's doing in the comment section below. But maybe one of the catchiest songs on the album. The song does bring back the electronic elements, especially in the verses. But you also have the chorus, which is probably one of the catchiest on the album, and definitely one of my personal favorites on the album. But yeah, Holy Water, another solid song on the album, another solid radio rock Sevendust song. But now we're moving to, for me, one of the weaker songs on the album, Leave Hell Behind. I think it's fine. It didn't really leave much of a mark on me as much as some of the other songs on the album. Didn't really leave much of a lasting impression, but still a solid Sevendust song. But for me, again, one of the lesser interesting songs on the album for me personally. But the next song on here is Superficial Drug, and definitely one of the more radio-friendly songs on the album, maybe the most radio-friendly, arguably, maybe. Of course, that's up for debate, but Superficial Drug, again, one of the more melodic songs on here, and I can see this song going fairly well live. Definitely one of those songs that you can maybe sing along to live, but yeah. Another solid radio rock song from Sevendust, I'd say, and kind of like with Holy Water, I hope this song also does well too. Is it one of my favorites on the album? That I'm not sure, but either way, still another fairly solid song on the album. But now I'll be moving to the next song, Messenger, and this is definitely one of the more melodic songs on the album. Of course, you do have your heavier moments riff-wise in this song, but again, one of the more melodic songs on the album. A melodic hard rock song, which I really did, which has to me maybe some of my favorite vocals from Lejean on the album, especially when you move towards the chorus. I really like his soaring vocals over the guitar. But Messenger, now, yeah, I don't know if it's one of my favorites on the album, but of the second half, maybe one of my favorites though. Another solid song on the album. And then we're moving to another song on here that's probably one of my least favorites, but still a decent song, Love and Hate. If I remember correctly, one of the longer songs on the album. I think it's fine. There are songs on the album that I definitely do enjoy more, but still, Love and Hate, all a decent song. But now I move to the album closer, which was also the first single and probably one of the heaviest songs on here, Fence. Kind of like with the title track, I dig the beefy, heavy riffs in this song especially, and on top of that, you get fairly simple, catchy chorus in this song, and yeah, this is probably one of my favorites on here. I mean, this song through and through, definitely a banger, definitely cool that they closed off the album with a bang. But yeah, I find myself enjoying this song more and more with time, actually, because when it first came out, I thought the song was good, but I wasn't in love with it. But I find myself, again, really enjoyed it more and more with each listen. I definitely enjoy it much more now compared to when it first dropped. But yeah, Fence overall, fairly solid album closer. So yeah, if I were to give this album a rating, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. When it comes to their modern output, or at least what they've been doing since Cold Day Memory, I think this is definitely one of their best in terms of, again, their more modern work. I do still feel like when it comes to what they've been doing since Cold Day Memory, I feel like All I See Is War is still the best they've done so far since that album. But when it comes to second place, I'd maybe go with this one. I mean, of course, you do have Cold Day Memory and Black Hole the Sun, which are also really good. So as of now, still kind of a tough call, but still another solid addition to the Sevendust discography, I'd say. And if you haven't heard it, definitely check it out. But yeah, anyways, let me know your thoughts on this album. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you more towards the middle? Let me know some of your favorite or least favorite songs on here. Are you planning to see this band live? For me, I did look at the tour dates. Sadly, they're not coming anywhere near me, but sadly, it is what it is. But anyways, let me know. Oh wait, no. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and a like, subscribe. Have a nice day, and take care.